has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up. It got shoved, right?
What's up, Spartans fans? Welcome to episode 83 of the Spartan Savants podcast. We have had a newsworthy week, I would say, in the college football world, with some Michigan State college basketball mixed in. Michigan State's got some coaching hirings that we'll discuss. Obviously, a lot going on with the school down the road. We'll take a look at the CFP bracket. We'll obviously get into the couple basketball games that were played. And then we'll have Savants of the Weekend picks for you all in this action-packed episode. But of course, I always want to check in with the Dallas duo, Nicky and Trav, my trusted cohorts. How are we feeling, fellas?
A little dizzy from all this stuff that's going on.
It's a lot.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, I've actually been kind of off the grid since the last episode. Did I miss anything?
No, not at all. We got nothing to talk about today.
Yeah, no. It's been pretty crazy. I mean, some very crazy things going on, which we'll get into. But let's jump into the Michigan State basketball team first. Since our last episode, wins over Penn State 76-72 and a win over Toledo 92-69. I think we could probably talk about both games kind of in conjunction with each other. Obviously, we can start with Penn State. That one a little too close for comfort, I would say.
Yeah. I think I said on our episode previewing that I wanted to see one of those 40-point conference blowout wins. That is not what we got at all.
No.
They a little too close, little worrisome for that, and a lot of loose balls that ended up in their hands when they should have been in ours.
Yeah, some sloppy play. I'm really getting frustrated with the missed layups. Like that's just we had to stop that. Like, why can't you just sometimes just dunk it? Like, I don't even know why the ball's in the air. Like, just put the ball in the basket with your hands.
AJ Hoggard School of Basketball.
Okay. Yeah, that game was just a classic. What the hell? Like, I was turning around. Oh yeah, I forgot MSU's playing. Oh, we're losing. Okay, all right, let's do it. Divine intervention, though.
If you would have told me before the game that Divine Intervention was going to score 23 points, I would have thought it was a 40-point blowout.
Yeah. It's I don't know. His 3-point shooting definitely surprised me in that one. I did not know he had that in the bag as well.
What did you guys think of him starting at the 2?
It's an interesting move. I never would have thought to put him there. To me, he was a point, like he came as a point guard and wasn't, an off guard, a 2 guard, but filled it in pretty well with the way he played. So, and I kind of like that dynamic of having the 2 point guards on the floor at the same time, kind of like what they did with Holloman last year.
Yeah.
There's a little bit. I mean, he's not as strong defensively as Holloman was, but it kind of gives you a couple floor generals and a couple different ways to see the floor at the same time.
It is nice to have 2 ball handlers on the floor. Sometimes it's when we don't have a second ball handler and it's just Fears, it's a little bit. There's definitely some concerns there. I don't know if this was just an early season Izzo mixing it up. Let's see what we can do, or if it was sending a message to like Kurtang, Fort, who has not played well.
I feel like he's definitely sending a message to Fort in some way between these 2 games. We'll get to that later, but yeah,
probably a little bit of message sending there, and I don't know. And then Wojcik came off as the backup point guard last night in the Toledo game. Just some interesting stuff going on right now, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a little too much Wojcik in there, especially with the defensive end. I mean, they just kind of pick on him. Mm-hmm. But I was looking at the box score right before we got on here just to see if anything stood out, and Wojcik played almost twice as much as Trey Fort did yesterday. So
Yeah.
they're definitely sending a message to transfer there.
Yeah, that's a little doghouse action.
Yeah.
What do you say so myself?
Yeah.
But also we were also up by like 30 within like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, but when you started the season as a starter and you only play 7 minutes against Toledo, that's
Oh yeah, for sure.
pretty brutal.
Yeah, what's going on with Fort? You guys, is it just not clicking yet? Do you think it's just kind of struggling to?
Where did he come from?
adapt?
Toledo?
Trey Fort? I can't remember.
That's Samford, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Samford and yeah, I think it was Samford, Mississippi State before that. Yeah. So, I mean, he was supposed to be like a shooter, and he hasn't been shooting it as well as we expected him to. I mean,
It could be like
the stats right now. He's averaging less than 5 points per game, and I think we were expecting a lot more than that.
It feels like all these like D2 guys don't get good until February. So
Yeah, I mean,
that like Fiddler last year, Tyson his first year.
Yeah,
I don't think Tyson was D2, but you know what I mean.
he's shooting like 32% from the floor and 27% from 3-point range. So that's not at all what we had in mind for his impact on there. Even though, it's not all about offense on the defensive end. I think he's a little more athletic than a lot of the guys that we have at that spot. But at the same time, you got to, bring it on both ends of the floor to play for Izzo.
Definitely.
Body language in the second half of the Toledo game. I guess we can get to that, but that one was not making me feel-
That second half was sloppy.
They-
I don't know if it was just we're up 30 and we just kind of took our foot off the gas, but that was not good.
Yeah, they've been having problems in the second half, like all the recent games. I mean, the Duke game, the Penn State game, even, they made that run to go up. It was like 12, and then they let Penn State back in the game again after kind of the same story as the first half. And then last night, I couldn't even put my finger on what it was. It was just something was off.
Missed layup again.
I mean, that was definitely one of them. I mean, they were making some over aggressive passes that didn't need to be made and turned into turnovers and that stuff too. So yeah, I mean, the Duke game, you put your finger on the zone defense changed a lot of things. Penn State, it was a lot of loose balls and a lot of second chances from their bigs getting to the ball. And then last night, I guess it was missed layups and poorly timed decisions and bad passes and that kind of stuff.
Carr was awful in stretches yesterday.
Yeah. Like you look at his box score and 14 points. I thought, you would think he played all right, but he didn't play great against Penn State. I feel like we just need a little more from him. To be a guy that can take over a game.
Yeah. He's kind of been more of that supplemental guy rather than the feature guy, and we kind of need him to step into that feature role a little more. I thought we'd be seeing him knock down a lot more threes the way he was shooting it at the end of last year.
Yeah.
And kind of get a lot more balanced play from him, but it's been sporadic, I guess would be the way to put it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I mean, still wins are wins. Just some things to tighten up. As you start to look ahead. I mean, obviously the next couple of games, Oakland, Cornell. Don't expect us to be tested too much there, but
We're losing to Oakland this year.
Yeah. Then you travel to Nebraska, who is 11-0, ranked 15th, probably the best team they've had in a long time. And those Big Ten road games are no joke. That's going to be a serious matchup.
Yeah, could be top 10.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Possible top 10 when it rolls around.
Yep.
And we historically have had some tough games in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Even when they're not ranked.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Definitely some things to tighten up. And I mean, they'll have opportunities to do that. That Nebraska game is at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it on a Tuesday?
Friday, January 2nd.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say the last two games, Penn State 10 for 18 from 3. Toledo 10 for 23 from 3. So 56 and 48 or 56 and 43% respectively. Which is pretty good. That's we like that. Compared to last year where for like every game we were like 5 for 24.
Yeah. And that was on a good night.
Yeah.
Who's everyone's favorite player so far this year?
Good question. I like Kohler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fears. I love Fears. I gotta choose Fears though. He can do no wrong, but Kohler, they're neck and neck.
I mean, yeah, you guys took both of mine.
Fears is just a guy you are so happy he's on your team. Like if he was on someone else, some other Big Ten team, I would hate that guy.
Imagine if he was on Michigan.
Yeah.
You would be in my Hunter Dickinson level, like
yeah.
But dude, like, but he's the coolest guy ever.
You know, I'm kind of coming around on Divine Ugochukwu. I just love. First of all, I love calling him the intervention.
Yeah, that's great. That is a great nickname.
But he kind of just like, even though like he kind of sucks, like he just kind of plays okay though.
He actually like hasn't. He's been like good this year, which is or like. No, actually, he's
had a couple bad games and a couple of really good ones.
Yeah.
So he's good. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, the intervention. Moving over basketball, MSU has made some coaching staff hires. The biggest being Max Bulla coming home from Notre Dame, coming over to be the linebackers coach and co-defensive coordinator. He's also bringing over a coach from Notre Dame. I can't remember the name, but sounds like he was pretty well thought of there as well. Very exciting, I think, for Spartans. A lot of Spartans fans wanted to see this. I think they had to pony up to make it happen, so it's good to see that Fitz is aggressive in getting the guys he wants. But what are your guys' first thoughts on Max Bulla coming home?
Oh, I was so pumped. I loved it as soon as I saw it. Like Nicky said a couple weeks ago made me think it wasn't going to happen, and then when I saw it happen, I was like, "Oh hell yeah, we got it!" That's such a. I mean, aside from how like being a rising coach in the college ranks and being on like the athletics lists of top assistants and rising coaches, I mean, he's Spartan blood and knows exactly the type of people we need to get in here, and is the type of person we need on that coaching staff to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit.
Yes, Bullas belong in East Lansing.
Yeah,
yes,
agree.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, between Bulla, Fitz, and Rossi, what did you call it, Nick? The psych ward?
Did you guys see the other defensive line coach mic'd up, the guy from the Cardinals?
Oh, I didn't watch the actual video, but I saw that it was posted. Yeah, and I saw reactions from it.
Yeah, just like how every coach is just going to be an insane person.
I think it was Brady Pretzloff's dad was like super pumped out of it.
That's how defensive coaches should be. They should be psychos.
That's what everyone should be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you go into the NFL and pry away a sitting defensive line coach.
Yeah,
who's only 27 years old. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a crazy name to try and pronounce.
They just call him Debo.
Yeah, Coach Debo. Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Crazy name like Winston.
Crazy name like Winston.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I think a great hire on Bulla, especially like in terms of identity and program pride. And if everything goes right, in theory, Rossi gets a head coaching opportunity somewhere. Bulla gets elevated to standalone DC. And you never know. I mean, this could be, we might have just hired our next head coach. It could work out that way. I think if everything went right, it probably would. You never know what other opportunities will come along for Max. But the defensive staff is shaping up pretty nicely, I think, for us. Seems like a lot of wait and see on the offensive staff. I've seen some names floated around. Comp mentioned that there was a big name they were talking to that was not in college football last year. Some people think that's Chip Kelly. The name Nick Sheridan's been floated out quite a bit. The delay makes me think it's someone that's coaching. Their main target, at least, is still coaching. But, I don't know. I'm trying to follow along on the message boards, but those are the couple names that I've seen.
Yeah, that's all I've heard, too. I'm skeptical of the Chip Kelly thing, but, he has one good offensive before.
When I talk to Comp, read a message board post, I don't think that's who it is.
Interesting. That would be a really interesting, that's one I could see going really, really well. Obviously, he did really good at Ohio State, but he's just always kind of bouncing around lately. There's not a lot of staying power there.
Yeah, 1 foot out the door. Never really know what he's committed to.
Yeah. And he doesn't like to recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're getting there. What are you guys looking for in an offensive coordinator? I think is a good question. Because we talked to the guy from Northwestern on an episode last week, and he kind of alluded to it. Really, kind of just flat out said, Fitz is not really an X's and O's guy. And I think if you look back at those last few Northwestern offenses, they were nothing to be excited about. So I think we all can agree this is an important hire, but what are you looking for in the offensive coordinator?
I think one of the top things, if not the top thing, would be an actual identity on offense.
Yeah.
We've talked about that, especially the Jonathan Smith years. They, all 2 of them, they didn't really we didn't really know what we were going to get out of the offense and how the offense was supposed to run. There was, I think, Alessio's first start against Minnesota was kind of the best that we saw, or the closest we saw to how that offense was supposed to look. But it just never kind of panned out, and we were always questioning what was this offense supposed to look like, and questioning some of the strategy behind the route running and the lack of shots downfield and that kind of thing. So I would say an identity is probably number one, and then I don't know how else to put this, but innovative offensive mind, somebody that's gonna. You don't have to be Ben Johnson, but you gotta push the offense to do what it does best and to kind of get creative, and do things that other teams aren't going to see coming. Because I feel like, especially on 3rd and short this year, you could see every play coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you're not wrong. I agree with that. I agree with all that. Any thoughts, Nicky?
I want a strong man here. Iconic. I want us to place. I want strong players. I want an I kind of want an O-line guy, an offensive lineman, just big boy. He doesn't have to actually be a big boy, but I just need someone who's a psycho. I just think everyone on our staff should be a psycho.
I like that.
I'm here for that.
I kind of want someone. I kind of there's 2 kind of things I'm looking for, and I'd be happy with either one. Someone that's up and coming that has something to prove. I kind of like that chip on the shoulder thing, but
not Chip Kelly, but chip on the shoulder.
No. But I also wouldn't be upset with a name that's been around the block a few times too, that's had successful offenses elsewhere. I want someone that other programs would hire as their offensive coordinator. The last few that we've had, Brian Lindgren, I don't think anyone was, trying to poach him or, outside of Oregon State when they originally came over. They probably would have liked if he would have stayed. But, I don't think anyone was jumping at the opportunity to hire him. Jay Johnson, went to Wyoming and got his play calling duties taken away. We haven't really had an offensive coordinator in a while that people would want as their offensive coordinator or on their coaching staff. So that's something that I would be hopeful to. Like I would really, I guess what I'm going a long way of saying is I want to poach like a Power 4 offensive coordinator or an up and coming guy that other people are also interested in. Similar to what we did with Rossi a couple years ago. But I'll also agree with everything you're saying. The identity is huge. And I'm with you, Nicky. I think an O-line oriented guy that could figure out our run game because, very similar to when we've had good seasons, the defense be the calling card. We also ran the ball very successfully. So, and that's something we obviously have not had in a while. Moving on to other coaching news. Obviously, the one time we decided to record on a Tuesday, big news comes out on a Wednesday about Sharon Moore and his bad behavior. I mean, it just I am a guy that trusts Spiro's reporting for the most part, and so when he brought this up, and he brought this up in like maybe up to like last football season, like it was. He's been on this for a while, and he really started alluding to it pretty heavily in the summer. But yeah, I mean, when I saw the news, I was like still a little shocked, but also like I told my Michigan friends, like, don't dismiss these rumors. Like, this is not Spiro doesn't just say things. Just like he's not lying when he says things. I think he has good sources. And then the whole thing with him getting arrested, I mean, the whole thing just spiraled like crazy. But yeah, I mean, and then the blue wall, of course, coming to his defense. But I mean, the whole situation is nuts.
Yeah. I forget what I was watching, but they said the only thing that was missing was a white Bronco. So it's like, yeah, definitely. And then I thought it was kind of irresponsible of a certain network to have a bunch of Michigan alumni on their panel talking about the situation.
I think you're thinking of someone whose name's rhymes with Madam Schmefter.
That was one of them, yes. But there were a couple other alumni that went on that network alongside him, talking about this stuff, and it seemed like a blue wall propaganda fest. So
the Schefter
surprised, but
ESPN really should sideline Schefter for Michigan football related stuff.
He's also an NFL reporter.
Like, when he talked about hearing Sharon Moore's side of the story, just like, come on, man.
Well,
like,
that was my
room.
Yeah, I was just like, well, you didn't say that for Pat Fitzgerald. You didn't say that with Ryan Kelly. You didn't say that with any of the MSU stuff. Yeah, it was
right.
Or Ryan Day, Jim Tressel, none of that.
Yeah.
So, it's just obviously it's an unfortunate situation, but so stuff has come out to where people are kind of realizing that, hey, maybe it's not such a clean program over there like we've known all along. So, it's just a unfortunate but interesting situation.
Nicky, where are you at on all this?
Yeah, you guys can take a break for a little bit. I'm
all right, good. I'm running out of stuff to say about it anyway.
So, let's see. First off, I do love the bit of how they're like, "Oh my God, this is so un-Michigan. Like this scandal just gets to my bones." I can't. One thing funny was Rich Eisen saying within 90 minutes of losing the Ohio State game, he heard about this from 4 separate sources. Crazy that just became immoral, cheating on your wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy that just became immoral right after losing the Ohio State game. The investigation is finally done right after National Signing Day.
Yeah.
And the people were like, well, the kids can just enter the transfer portal. First of all, that's so much additional work. You already had your spot. Some schools have filled up. I don't know if you can enroll early if that's the case, and that's a really important thing these days in college football. And again, I cannot believe just the last 5 years there have been really so many scandals. Yeah, you're right. The last 5 years. That's it. Before then, they were just perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, Just they always talk about like, oh, this like you got to live up to the Michigan man. Like, who is this person you're talking about?
Right.
Who is the Michigan man? Is it Bo Schembechler? I hope it's not him. Is it like Michael Michigan, the founder of Michigan? I don't know who
Michael
this guy.
Michigan.
Like, who is this Michigan man thing? Just like be a normal person, and people you won't be as hateable. Just like say, yeah, you know, we're a pretty bad program right now. We're pretty average to below average on morals most of the time. Lately, it's been horrible. Like just ice.
Yeah.
Also, never stop doing it though because I love it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I can't. I do think Ward is at the end of his tenure here.
Feels that way.
Oh, damn! I was gonna make my background Java's Palace.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ward Manuel. It's interesting that they're keeping him on for hiring the new coach. I don't know if that's just kind of for show, so that the new coach, there's the facade of we have an athletic director in place, and they're not trying to hire a coach with an interim AD and an interim president. But as much as I'd love for him to stay around, I don't know how he can keep his job. Like, what does he have to do to get fired at this point?
I don't think he should be walking the streets. He should be in prison for what he's been enabling all these years.
Yeah.
He knows where the rest of the bodies are hidden. That's what he's.
I need him to flip.
Yeah.
I need to see him in court. Like, I'll go to the case and just see him pointing like, he did this. Jim Harbaugh. Oh, you thought Stallions was bad? Let me tell you about this. Just.
Yeah, it also goes to show like Jim Harbaugh, if it wasn't happening 6 inches in front of him, that guy was either the most delusional head coach in college football or just a dirty human being.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Yeah. I mean, all the stuff that has come out of this program in the past 2 to 3 years has been insane. Like
really since Harbaugh was hired.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the cheating, the coaches getting arrested, it's crazy. I mean, the whole thing with Sherrone Moore, at first it was really funny, and then the whole thing kind of turned dark when he threatened to kill himself. But
I will say, when I read the word butter knife, I was like,
oh my God. I cracked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a quick death, right?
Yeah.
What was
I don't know who they're going to hire. I don't think DeBoer is leaving Alabama. I don't know. I think those programs are probably on the same level, but like, I think he's got a good thing going there. And I don't really see a reason for him to leave. Dillingham, I think it's interesting that he hasn't signed his extension yet. But I think he's an Arizona State grad. Like, I guess the thing would be like, if he doesn't leave for Michigan now, I don't know what's the next best opportunity that comes his way. But Jed Fish is out. It sounds like he couldn't get past the background check stage.
Okay, again,
I want to know how the background check differs between there and Washington.
Another thing about the background check thing. One, works at Michigan. That's fair. That's a red flag. That is a fair red flag. Two, what he might have, because it's the Michigan side reporting this, he might have just said, "Hey, man, I have a good thing going here." Like, the red flag might have just been him saying, "Yeah, I'm good, but thank you."
Yeah. Yeah, and trying to make themselves sound like all of a sudden morals do matter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny with the Spiro telling fans, oh, I'm begging you to take this to Discovery. Like everything.
He wants to get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, coaching. It is interesting that Dillingham hasn't like outright said no.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm kind of just hoping they stick with Biff Poggi. That would be nice. That would be beautiful. It's probably not going to happen. But.
Like, are we sure like Dillingham is that great of a coach? He's been a head coach. He's done a good job so far, but he's had 2 years of being a coach, and not like the Big 12 was that great his first year. And he basically got Kenneth Walker. Like, and he's Jonathan Smith-esque. I think he's better than Jonathan Smith. I think he could be incredible, but I don't think he's as much of a sure thing as people are making it out to be.
Yeah, I think the thing about Dillingham is he's young with a lot of energy. He's developed a lot of good quarterbacks. Because he was offensive coordinator at Auburn with Bo Nix. Obviously, as Sam Levitt. People speak very highly of his offensive mind, I guess. And he's a good recruiter. And he does a lot. He's done a good job with a little resources at Arizona State. But you're right. I mean, I think at this point where Michigan's at, I don't think there is a sure thing. Unless DeBoer leaves Alabama, I think he's the surest thing they have. Unless there's some other name that I am not, that hasn't been mentioned. But I don't think there's many sure things out there.
The fans who were saying Dan Campbell, he could I think I'd be okay with him.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson would be all right.
Yeah, they do think they could get any, but the shitty part is they're going to get a better coach than Sherrone Moore out of this whole thing. Honestly, really, there'll be a better football program because this happened.
Yeah. That's another unfortunate part of it.
Yeah,
but they also. You have no idea what's going on with their leadership right now, so that's kind of
also true.
Screwing up with probably got to be screwing some deals with some coaches, but maybe
they
have it back channeled and they're just waiting.
Just a openly sociopath.
Yeah. Did you guys see? Moving on topics here, this Illinois basketball guy. They just signed this guy mid-season. Joining us mid-season from Croatia. What the heck?
No, you just can't do that.
This whole thing is absurd. At some point, someone has got to step up and say, "Okay, no." I know there's no rule that says you can't do this, but obviously you can't do this.
I mean, we've seen people come from pro basketball in Europe and take scholarships and stuff in the off season and that kind of thing. That's even a little out there, but we're used to it. We're fine with it. This in the middle of the season, just adding to your roster, there's got to be some cutoff. Come on, seriously.
Yeah,
you're taking classes.
We're gonna go tomorrow. It's come on,
it's ridiculous.
It's absurd. I mean, the signing G League players too that happened earlier this year was pretty absurd too. This is, I mean, at least that wasn't in the middle of the season, but it's just you can't just add whoever you want. There's no waivers in college basketball.
No, it's absurd.
We're
days away from trades.
Yeah. Well,
that would be so dumb. That would be so electric.
That would be insane.
Basketball trade deadline would be insane.
I saw the way it was phrased for some college football teams, bringing back their guys. They're oh, these three guys have signed new deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, USD they've resigned for the year.
I'm okay, this is out of hand.
You're a university.
Yeah.
We're losing cabin pressure in college sports. I mean, it's just
we've lost the cabin pressure. We're gonna fall on nosedive.
Why don't we just get Luka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never played in college?
What's stopping a team from doing that in all honesty?
LeBron never played in college.
Yeah.
Magic has 2 years left.
I mean, he's also
he's a little old.
Yeah. Magic hasn't played college basketball since 1979.
Yeah, that I mean, it's getting crazy out of hand. I do want to do the CFP bracket. So how do we say we're going to do this? We're going to each say Final Four and champion, and then we're going to do a Savants bracket on
I think that's
ESPN.
the best way to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a bracket for your reminder.
All right. Who wants to start? I'll go last.
I'll go first.
All right.
Final Four, Tech, Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. Champion, Tech. Going little underdog.
Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. Champion, Texas Tech.
Yep. I'm feeling a little crazy. Bought and paid.
Yeah. Travis, what you got?
Well, I'm trying to see a way to have a different Final Four, and I'm not seeing it. So let's see. Yeah, I definitely have Tech. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna put Indiana in there.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go Georgia, Ohio State, and then I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have the Buckeyes repeating.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
I know Buckeye Willie's gonna have.
I don't like picking the repeats. That's why I say, unfortunately. But
Yeah. So I filled out my full bracket before, and I have the same exact Final Four: Texas Tech, Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. So that's the same as Nicky's. I'm trying to see if way I can mix. I don't love Oregon. I don't think this is their best team.
Yeah.
I think Indiana could beat Oklahoma. I think Bama would beat them. I don't see Ole Miss beating Georgia. I think Georgia's the best team. And I don't see Ohio State losing to Texas A&M or Miami.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to change things up. So my Final Four: Texas Tech, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. I have Georgia, Alabama in the finals with Georgia winning.
All right.
So different winners across the board with Texas. Nicky has Texas Tech, Travis has Ohio State, and I have Georgia. So we'll see how it all plays out. Now this will be a little interesting to see how we can all agree on getting this combined bracket.
Okay, I might not. I thought I did the share my screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes, okay. Stop with the questions. Stop with the thing. All right. Round one. Do you see it?
Yep.
James Madison or Oregon? I'm going to guess we're going to choose Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bama, Oklahoma. Bama better win.
Yeah. I don't think Bama loses to Oklahoma twice.
Yep, I agree.
Tulane.
We've already seen that game too, and it did not go well for Tulane.
Different coaches.
Tulane's coach is still coaching.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Different Ole Miss coach though.
Different Ole Miss coach, yeah.
You think Ole Miss?
Definitely Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm tempted. I'm with you on that one.
Me too.
All right. Oregon and Tech.
Tech, yeah.
Yep.
I don't feel like Oregon has it in them at this time.
No, I agree.
Bama, Indiana. I'm okay with putting Indiana, but what do you guys think? Maybe I kind of think Bama.
The thing about Indiana is they just won't lose. Like they're like this cat with 9 lives. Like they just find ways to win. I think Alabama's a better team. But yeah, I think Indiana could win.
Sure, let's do it. Even though we all had
Well, a little diversification.
I put Indiana on my
Trav said Indiana.
This is the Savants bracket too. Georgia, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah, I've seen Miami play in person this year. That's not going to be a win for them.
Yeah, I think Miami's got a really good defensive line. Like aggressive, physical, and fast. But I like Ohio State in that game.
Okay. Tech or Indiana? You know I'm Tech.
I would take Indiana in this one, but I'll roll with Texas Tech.
This will be tiebreaker.
I'm okay with the Texas Tech pick in that one. honestly.
Ohio State or Georgia?
I mean, I had OSU winning the title, so you know
I
what
kind
my
of
vote is.
like Ohio State too, but
Okay.
I also like Georgia a lot.
I think Georgia's the best team in the country. I would take Georgia here, but I'm fine diversifying and going Ohio State.
Let's go Georgia.
Okay, I think that's the correct pick.
And Georgia or Tech.
I think Georgia.
Yeah, I would think Georgia.
As well. I had Tech as my champion, but I had I could see Tech beating Ohio State more than Georgia. I don't know why. But, all right.
We'll see what happens.
Boom.
All right. Savant of the week.
Yes, this week's Savant of the week is Nick Baumgardner. He had a nice little clip that I saw on Twitter, and Vis had this graphic here. So I was like, all right, let's make him Savant of the week.
So he's on the Graham Couch on the Roof podcast, which is a great podcast if you're into Michigan State. And he says there's a lot of stuff that goes on there, is referring to Michigan, that they hide. The relationship with honest media has always been combative. Michigan goes through this as much or more than anybody else, often because of how much hiding they do.
I mean, that's a great look on a university.
The guy that used to be a beat writer for Michigan, and he went on to say there's no access, like they just don't even partner with the media, like unless you're, like just like all press conferences. There's no like one-on-ones with players or anything. It's pretty crazy what you hear about the media situation.
You'd be surprised. There are a lot of places that operate like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, college, pro, whatever. There are places that are just media access is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense. But
yeah. But I mean, when you talk about programs hiding stuff, that's I mean, knowing what we know now about Michigan, the more it just keeps coming out, it's not as surprising. I wish someone would say this. Like, why wasn't this said in 2023? Like, when things were going well for them? Like,
I want to know what else they're hiding. Like, if there's stuff out there that we know, what are they actually hiding?
Right. Yeah.
Release the Harbaugh list.
Yeah. I think the Sharon Moore situation is so deeper than like the one woman like that's come out. Like, there could be more and more that comes out over the next couple weeks or months that we'll find
like there's
out.
Been a little bit more on that, like every day since it's happened.
Yeah. All right, on to picks. All right. We've got 19 games to pick this week. This goes to the whole bowl season. Try to pick the best ones. Willy still in the lead at 114 and 99. Nicky right behind, 107 and 106. And then Travis slightly a little behind at 104, 109. But Travis, you're getting there. We're going to start off at the Myrtle Beach Bowl, where Kennesaw State will take on the Western Michigan Broncos. Western Michigan is -3.
Yeah, I'll ride with the Broncos. Why not?
I mean, obviously, MAC champs are winning. To those who said we would struggle to win the MAC, we destroyed.
Yeah, suck it. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Washington State versus Utah State. Utah State is -1.5.
I feel like I gotta go Washington State there.
Coog it up, brother.
All right. I will go with Utah State. And I went with Western. I don't know if I said that, but I went with Western in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Going on to the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl. The Toledo Rockets will take on the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville favored by 6.5.
Yeah, that's just a terrible matchup for Toledo, I think.
Yeah.
Louisville.
No Jason Candle.
Hey, no longer Jason Candle, so they can't win.
The
I
genius.
gotta
Best
go
coach on the
Lewisville.
planet. Yeah.
Yep.
Lewisville to cover.
Okay, Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl, UNLV -6.5 versus Ohio. Ohio also without their coach
Yeah. Ohio just fired their coach today. So I'm
for
going to
drinking
go
in his office.
UNLV. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't even see that. They just said, I just saw it was like inappropriate behavior,
Yeah.
unbecoming of the representative of the university or
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like that.
drinking in the office. I mean,
Well,
look,
he's just pretty chill.
yeah, I mean, that makes sure. Look, that guy's a saint compared to Sharon Moore.
I kind of wish I was going to be at that one now, but scheduling conflict, so I'm not going to be there.
Who
What
you
was
got?
the game again?
6.5. UNLV favored by 6.5.
Did we lose Vest?
Travis.
I said UNLV.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry.
When
I'll
we
go
started
Ohio.
that thing.
I'll go to Ohio. I think it'll light a fire under them.
I'm going with UNLV. All right, the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. California travels to Hawaii to take on Hawaii. California favored by 1.5.
Has there ever been a Hawaii Bowl without Hawaii?
I don't know.
It feels like they're there every year.
Well, there was a BCS game one year, so
There's one with Central Michigan.
I'm going to go. No, that was the Bahamas. I'm going to go Cal.
Is Cal's QB playing?
I do not know.
I'll go Cal.
I'll go Hawaii. We'll go with the Rainbow Warriors. I was going to say I don't like a team traveling to Hawaii, but California to Hawaii is probably not that big of a deal.
There are worse routes to Hawaii.
Yeah. The game above Sports Bowl, Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Northwestern favored by 10.5.
Just say Central covers. Why not? That's the former Little Caesars Bowl, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Motor City, yeah.
I'll go Northwestern. Fitzgerald's culture of winning never faded.
Yeah. I'll go with Central to cover. I think Northwestern wins, but Central could keep it close in a virtual home game. The Rate Bowl, just the Rate Bowl. I don't know what rate
It
is.
used to be the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, but they changed it.
I thought you had a different word.
New Mexico, Minnesota -2.5.
Yeah, I'll go Gophers. Row the boat.
I don't remember. I didn't even hear the first team. I'll just go Minnesota.
Okay, New Mexico for the record.
Oh, Jason, give me Yak. Ack it up.
Okay.
Heck it up.
I'll go Minnesota to cap off a solid year for the Flexter.
Heck versus Heck.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Mike Messmer's Super Bowl. This is actually Penn State versus Clemson, and Clemson is favored by 3.5.
I'll give it to the Nittany Lions. Why not?
I don't want to keep choosing the same ones as this, but so I'll go Clemson.
Okay. I read that Clemson was going to be down like 27 players, so I'm going to go Penn State.
Okay.
Listen to me, Nicky. Yeah.
Okay, moving along. The Pop-Tarts Bowl, the game that Notre Dame ducked. 22 Georgia Tech versus number 12 BYU. BYU favored here by 4.5.
Yeah, I'll kook it up again.
Yeah, we're Coogan.
All righty. I'll go Georgia Tech here just to be a little devil's advocate. Tech Slayer Gator Bowl, number 19 Virginia versus unranked Missouri. Missouri -7.
Yeah, drink.
Yeah, I got to go Drink. And let me tell you, if Drink goes to Michigan, that would be a tragic day.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll go Missouri too. I mean, Virginia couldn't even beat Duke in the ACC championship game. I'll go Missouri. The Kinder's Texas Bowl, LSU versus 21st ranked Houston. Houston is -3.
I'm going to take the Tigers. Why not?
I like Houston.
All right. I'm going to roll with the Tigers as well. Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl, Tennessee minus 2.5 against the Big Ten's Illinois Fighting Illini.
Vols.
I'll give it to Brett Bielema. I almost called him Bert again.
This is a tough one. I'll go with Tennessee. All right, moving right along, you've got the Valero Alamo Bowl, which will feature 16th ranked USC versus TCU. USC favored here by 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll take USC.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same here.
I'll go with USC as well. The ReliaQuest Bowl, 23 Iowa versus number 14 Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt by 5.5.
No way Diego's playing. I'll go Iowa.
Vis, who'd you take?
I said Vandy.
I'm going to take Vandy too. I think this is an important game for them to kind of wrap up their. This is the 13th game they were dying to play.
There's no way Diego's playing, right?
I don't know why he wouldn't.
Yet. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll ride with Vanderbilt still. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Arizona State versus the ACC champions Duke. Duke favored by 2.5.
Oh, man, Arizona State's going to be without a lot of. I was going to say Arizona State just because I would give Dillingham that extension and keep him there, but I'm going to go with Duke because Arizona State's going to be missing some guys.
I'm going to go with Duke because if Dillingham goes to Michigan, you got to start the narrative somewhere.
All right.
That's another good argument.
I'll take Arizona State here. Moving on to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, where we will have the 18th ranked Michigan Wolverines, led by Biff Poggi. They'll be taking on the 13th ranked Texas Longhorns. Texas favored by 7.5. I think I know where we stand on this one.
Oh, Sark versus Biff. Yeah, you know where I'm going on this one.
Yeah.
I don't need to say anymore.
I kind of like Biff. I think they cover.
All right. Yeah, I think just too much going on for Michigan here. I'm going to take Texas. All right. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Nebraska versus 15th ranked Utah. Utah minus 16.5, which will likely be Whittingham's last game.
Oh,
Not
he's still
likely.
coaching that game?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
and there's no Raiola for Nebraska, correct?
Yeah, he's injured anyways.
Yeah. So absolutely, I'll take Utah. All right.
Yeah, Whittingham's
I'm
last
blank.
game. Kidding me?
Yeah, I'm going
Well,
Utah
we
too.
do not want him at Michigan. That is now, that would be the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
That would be bad news.
Yeah. There's almost so little smoke there that I'm worried that it could happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. I didn't include any of the playoff games because we did the brackets. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Trust and Will Holiday Bowl, 17th ranked Arizona versus SMU. Arizona is favored by 3.
Pony up.
I'll go SMU.
All right, with the Mustangs as well. Last game, Steelers at Lions. Lions are -7.
Oh,
I mean, it's a home game, so I can still believe in that. Yeah, Lions. Playoff hopes slim to none, but
I've been trying to reverse jinx it a lot, and it just hasn't helped. We don't lose back-to-back games. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, I'll go with the Lions as well. All right, that will do it. That'll cap off our pick season. Well, maybe we'll get some of the second round games for the playoffs as we get into that time frame in the national championship as well. But that will do it for episode 83 of the Spartan Savants podcast. Thank you to my trusty co-hosts, Travis and Nick. Thank you to the College Huddle for having us as the Michigan State representative. As always, you can follow us on X and Instagram. And in terms of listening to the show, like, subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, whether that's Apple, Spotify, Streaker, whatever they call it. Wherever you get your podcasts, we will probably be there. But thank you all for listening. I got nothing else. I'll send us off with a go green.
Go white.
Right.